Eternal void, heed the words of a prisoner. I beg of you, send me a curse to break this immortal isolation. Hear the chant my mentor once forbid me to recite. Stranger to my soul, invade my body. Stranger to my soul, invade my mind. Grant me an eye to see beyond my torment. Take my pride, my sorrow, my chains. Turn them into power, wisdom, revenge. Stranger to my soul, invade my magic. Stranger to my soul, become my faith. That's a beautiful song. It feels great to be awakened again. Who are you? My name is Fortuna. I am a witch. Why did you summon me? Because I would rather lose my pride than my sanity. Sounds fun. Tell me more. I was condemned to exile by the leader of my coven. Today marks the 200th year of my millennium-long sentence. And I can't take it anymore. I need your help. What do you use as a clock? Humanity's cradle. Planet Earth. Oh, 200 human years? That's quite some time. I feel you. I have been imprisoned for 5,402 years until you summoned me. Isolation can really do a number on you. I will help you. I shall become your familiar. Thank you, Abramar. Now, get comfortable. We are going to seal a contract. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude. I am really thankful you freed me from my cosmic prison. Of course, you are welcome. Is something the matter? No, really. It's just that after all the reading I did about behemoths, I didn't expect your behavior to be so mundane. Whoa. Mundane? That hurt. Oh, I mean, you're still intimidating, but I always pictured you speaking in archaic poetry or something like that. Oh, I like you. I like you so much, I'm going to let you pick the terms of our contract. You will still have to pay a high price for my magic, though. I'm well aware of that. I won't back off. All right, then let's begin your training. This ceremony is 5 days long. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Right now. Oh, you are already my favorite master. The first day is the easiest one. One interview so we can get to know each other. Lesson 1, Admittance. Tell me about yourself. What is your specialty? I am a fortune teller. Oh, one of my favorites. Would you mind doing a reading for me? I can't. As part of my sentence, Adana banished my tarot deck. Adana is the leader of my coven. Wow, you must have done something really grave to get exiled and deprived of your magic. I foretold the falling of my coven. Leak? But how are your visions? Your fault. After my premonition, the coven was consumed by despair. Many witches came to me for counsel to prepare before the end times. Adana didn't like that. She holds supreme authority in our coven, and she decided to exile me to this wandering asteroid. Our leader determined that even if all covens must fall eventually, advertising their demise only pushes the catastrophe forward. Adana decided my power posed a great danger to the peace inside our coven. She concluded that I had to learn to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. So I was sentenced to meditate for a millennium, deprived of my deck. Since I'm here, I deduce you don't agree with your leader's judgment. She was afraid of my influence. Many of our sisters put their trust in my advice. I'm sure that hag thought I was undermining her supremacy and decided to cast me out. You sure sound sour about it. Would you kill her should you have the chance? Isolation didn't eat away your mercy yet, I see. Okay, I will help you recover your powers. Will you get me a new tarot deck? Tarot. No. I mean, tarot is cute, but it is too human-centric to grasp the hidden truths of the cosmos. You will create your own deck. My own deck? I wouldn't even know where to begin. Shh. Leave the details to me. That is what these 5 days of training are for. You're going back to which school, Fortuna? For this training, we'll review the 4 basic elements of magic. Air, water, earth, and fire. Oh no. Don't worry, it will be fun! Plus, you get to seal a contract with me for each of those energies. Now, get some rest. Tomorrow, we will start with the invisible energy. Air. Lesson 2. Context. First day of school? Are you nervous? To be honest, I'm just happy to be able to hear something other than my own voice. Ah, that's cool. Today, we're going to talk about air. I'm going to focus on what will be useful for creating our own divination deck. Okay. Understood? Air represents the invisible, the negative space, that which imbues everything. Air is the collective subconscious energy within a community, the ecosystem. Air is everything that surrounds us. Air is context. Exactly. Master your air and you will acquire unparalleled awareness. There is power in knowing one's place, even when isolated. You are one with the cosmos. Now, for the first part of our contract, we will seal our air energies together. Yes, please. As I promised, I will let you decide the nature of every seal. You just need to answer a question. But careful. Your answers will affect your fate. I'm ready. For the air seal, how do you want to be perceived? For the air seal, how do you want to be perceived? I want to be feared. Oh, you don't hold back. I like it. Intimidation will serve your ambition well. You will be respected, but it won't be easy to earn other people's trust. I understand. Allow me to seal our air energies together, then. Oh, that hurt. That felt good. Can't you feel the power? Yes, I feel it, but it also felt like I was tearing apart. Well, girl, I am a behemoth after all. What did you expect? I know. I can take it. Good. Now focus on that bit of air energy we unlocked. We're going to use it to create our first card. I notice you have a ceremonial tokonoma for witchcraft in the basement. Head over there and I will teach you to create the cards. Here you will acquire magic images that can be used to craft your cards. There are 3 types. Spheres for the background, arcana for the main figure on the card, and symbols to add some magic pizzazz to your composition. They all cost magic energy to summon. Right now you can only acquire the air type elements because we've only unlocked the air seal. But you can go ahead and browse the grimoire to savor your future creations. The Opera House, an enchanted opera house that magnifies the emotions of anything sung inside its chambers. Quicksand Graveyard, a magical cemetery for the witches who dared to tamper with time. The quicksand absorbs the bodies and turns their souls into heat. A pleasant prairie. When Jazin's mentor retired, she summoned a dozen acres of enchanted grassland, inspired by a poem written by the youngest witch of her coven. I'm gonna guess we're gonna do this. Yeah, let's do this one. The Harpy Herald, a harbinger of newfound paths. The Herald has been spreading occult discoveries from coven to coven since she was greeted by the corpse of Archwitch Kadama. Kadamia? From Archwitch Kadamia. The Shamans have been taking care of the soul and hearts of many tribes since the birth of the mortal kin. These mortals can grasp a blur of ideas we witches weave into the light of the stars. Select the symbol. An Ankh trumpet, a blatant way to announce your will and desire. This instrument has many detractors, but no one is able to ignore its element. One of the most popular spells among beginner witches, the Aether Wings spell not only allows the user to fly, but allows them to gift wings onto other beings. The Arbiter Book, an Arbiter's most essential tool. Whatever they write in these books is updated immediately in the Master's Grimoire, and once the information is classified by a superior officer, replicated throughout every book of every Arbiter. Dark Matter Bow, an arcane bow designed to hunt spirits, cannot hurt physical entities, so sometimes witches use it for mock battles and recreating William Tell's infamous shot. Now build your first card. You can move the background, drag or rotate. Don't worry, it won't cost you extra energy. Put your soul into it. The meaning of a card varies depending on which elements you combine. Here's Murmur. The chambers of the Opera House make all meanings resonate throughout every context. They save knowledge. They remember crimes. The Arbiter's book puts this revelation in front of many eyes. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Guide, discovery, justice, protestation, and luck. Air elements lean towards relationship, community, and karma. Pay attention to your studies so you can tune your divination style towards the ideas you fancy the most. It can be tricky at the beginning. The only way to master this is through experience. Did you like it? Looks promising. Feels way more complex than tarot, but I can sense its potential. Good. We're only just getting started. It will all make more sense when you try your hand at reading them. We'll wait until you've made at least 2 cards. There's not a lot of predestination in shuffling a single card. I'm sorry. You must be tired. Go to bed and review the fundamentals of air. Tomorrow we will unlock your water. Thank you, Abramar. Thanks to you, Fortuna. I will make you happy, I promise. Good night. Do not be afraid of him. Become his master. Oh, Fortuna, each day me cometh to teach us thee, for briefeth is the cosmos, and eternally thy grief. What are you doing? Oh, I thought I could get more in character to satisfy your expectations. I'd rather focus on our studies. Oh, come on. You're not the only one excited about being able to talk to somebody after eternal imprisonment. Loosen up a bit. Holy familiar, a charm art we studying today. What? Oh, colors me art thee well. Stop. I give up. Now come here and teach me your magic. Whew, even joking around doesn't stop you from being intense. Okay, focus, Abramar. Let's begin today's lesson. The second element we will unlock is water. Water represents substance, meaning, and the hidden nature of things. Water comes in many shapes: purpose, desire, willpower. Water is everything that lives inside of you. Water is emotion. That's a good synthesis, yes. Master your water, and you will have the key to any heart and soul. There's power in empathy and self-awareness. Water isn't my forte, but I understand. Yeah, I noticed that. But don't worry, I am here to support you. Now, for the second part of our contract, we will seal our water energies together. Yes, please. Again, you decide the nature of our contract. Answer this question. And remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. I know. For the water seal, what is your innermost desire? Knowledge. Ooh, knowledge. That's not a common desire, but it makes sense. Enlightenment is a mighty resource for a witch. Can't wait to see what you'll make of new knowledge. Although, be careful not to stumble onto one of those cosmic truths that are better left unknown. Don't want my favorite witch to lose her mind. Now, I have a question. When will all the contracts we've been sealing become effective? Immediately. I mean, they are etched into the cosmic will as we speak. In time, it'll all come to you. And you will be pretty aware of the moment they're delivered. I see. I can tell you one thing for sure. They'll come in the same order we sealed them. First, you'll start noticing that the coven is afraid of you. Sometime after, you'll discover a new source of knowledge. Then whatever we seal on your Earth will happen. And finally, in the distant future, you'll pay the price we agree on the fire seal. A price, huh? Everything you've asked for will come. Price. I guess your summoning spell is forbidden for a reason. Huh. Having second thoughts? No. I need this. Seal the second contract already. Brace yourself. Ugh, my bones. Woohoo! Girl, you have power. I just hope this torture is worth it. It will be. Have faith. Can I make a new card now? Yes. Same as yesterday. Head to the basement. During the last war before the Age of Witches, the ancients pierced these lands so deep the planet is always bleeding lava. The first witches tried to heal this dominion by covering it with the tears of water deities. The waters of Javlana Payash are forever boiling. Rituals performed using salt from these waters grant access to the most profound emotions. The Shipwreck Library, the home of a water deity that collects every letter that was never sent, or never got to its destination. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells. Sunset Docks, a humble wooden dock cursed by a heartbroken witch. The legends say that anyone who parts ways with someone and sails away from this dock will never meet the one they left behind again. Jade Monk's Waterfalls, home of the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The giant Jade Monk statues guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you bring the heart of a deceased Jade Witch back to these waterfalls, she can be born again as a mortal, retaining her memories but not her skills. Those who are reborn must act as servants for the living witches of their coven. The Red String Club, a cursed cocktail bar that takes the soul of whoever owns it hostage in exchange for supernatural abilities to read into their customer souls. Wolf Mother and Children, a behemoth born from the erratic retelling of a popular fable. Every time a witch tells a story, the seed of knowledge absorbs the sediments of her words. When a tale is narrated enough times, a minor behemoth will appear. The Wolf Mother now wanders the cosmos, adopting orphan magical creatures. Forbidden Door to Pleasure, witches found this door chained to the ever-expanding edges of this universe. No one's ever dared to go through it. Once a young witch looked through its keyhole and fell victim to a 7-year-long orgasm. Addicted, she went back to look again, but this time, she exploded into red dust. A bottomless jug, its contents are sour because it pours the unshed tears of the dead. A glass trident, they say it only makes traitors bleed. There's only one, and it has been lost since they used it in the trial that got Adana expelled from her former coven. swordfish liqueur. 1 glass will make you happy. 2 will make you horny. 3 glasses will make you honest. Veritas mirror, a mirror that only shows the reflection of its owner. You cannot lie while looking at it. The witches use it to find out if they are fooling themselves, which happens quite often. Snow cat eyes, the eyes of a cat from the Crystal Nebula dimension. If you seal the eye of a snow cat in a glass doll, it will come to life and protect you until it shatters. They're extremely fragile and extremely dangerous. Alright, I think good enough. Right? Good enough? Whispers from the undone Jade Witches imbue this card with emotion. The love from the Wolf Mother is infinite. The trident pierces through magic and makes it bleed emotion. A flood of water can unleash hidden potentials. Mercy, wellness, communication, peace, and power. Now, come upstairs. You're going to read the cards for me. Time for some divination. This is your area of expertise, so you guide me through this. Okay, a card reading with just 2 cards, huh? We need to test if these really work, so I'll do a reading if we can confirm on the spot. I'm going to read your past. Whoa, that's bold. I like it. I'm ready. Been a couple of centuries without my deck. I may be a bit rusty. You just enjoy it. You're among friends here. Okay, it's going to be a very simple reading. I'm going to draw a card and place it on this spot to read into your past. Here we go. You've served many witches in the past. Is that true? From what I read, you were exiled thousands of years ago by the founders of our coven. That is correct. Thousands of years is but a tiny fraction of this universe's age, though. Your recollection of my existence may begin with your coven, but I have served many witches from this universe and the universe that came before this one. I'm sure other covens keep records of different myths about me, but I'm considered forbidden knowledge in most magic societies, though I doubt witches will ever get the full picture of my behemoth nature. Will I ever get it? The full picture? You should leave that human tusk first. Your organs aren't prepared to contain or withstand some truths about this reality. Ooh, spooky. Hey, I'm serious. I know. Just wanted to take some wind out of your sails. Good grief. Whoa. Wow, what was that? I felt an energy surge. That is your deck harvesting energy. Whenever you do a reading, you'll harvest magic akin to the card you drew. Fortune telling will be your main source of energy once we seal our pact. See? Alright, the cards work. They work like a charm, I must say. You're a gifted fortune teller, my friend. Thank you. I really miss this. I almost forgot how exciting it is to dig into the secrets of the cosmic wheel. I'm so happy for you. And I am so thankful, Abramar. Well, we're just getting started. Now, go get some rest. Tomorrow we'll make another card and do some more divination. Looking forward to it. Good night. Abramar has been betrayed 3 times in the past. What do you plan to do with him? Today's lesson is about Earth. This is a powerful one. Weren't the other ones powerful as well? Well, of course. But this one is pure potential. Literally, power. Okay. Glad to see you excited. Let's begin the lesson, please. Okay. Earth. How can I sum it up? Earth represents determination, empowerment, everything that pushes you forward. Earth is grounding, support, the source, but also direction of your force. Earth is your drive. Earth is strength. That's it. But bear in mind that it doesn't only refer to your own capabilities, but also to the support of your allies. To master one's Earth is to be aware of where to look for potential, and not to be drunk on one's power. Motherly love, loyalty, and sisterhood, those are also forms of Earth energy. I understand. Now for the third part of our contract, we will seal our Earth energies together. Lay the question on me. Remember, your answers will affect your fate dramatically. For the Earth seal, what do you want to become your main source of determination? Love the... let's see. Well, I'm... do here. Myself, personal growth. Myself, personal growth, and self-realization. The lone wolf, huh? The safest position to rely on yourself. I just hope you never break down, or your willpower will shatter, and there will be no one able to pick up the pieces. It's okay, I've come this far by myself. You sure look strong, I'll concede that. Very well. Now I will seal our Earth energies together. Get ready. Oof. The power. I love Earth contracts. I almost vomited with this one. Yes, Earth has a lot of presence. I've seen other witches puke right after sealing it. Oh, I'm one of the tough ones then? Oh, you bet you are. You've been the first one not to cry during the ceremony. Although, we still have fire to seal. That one is painful, even to me. Oh no. You can do this. Only one to go. Now to the fun part. Let's make a card. Before magical enslavement was forbidden, the long-lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major daemons with carving a gigantic temple out of the moon. The unspeakable dimensions of the temple make the witches who study inside its halls aware of their insignificance within the universe and enhance their powers through humility. Home of Dahlia, the daggersmith witch, the white sands of this dominion are cursed. Her settlements wake up and transform into bone daemons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial knives. The gem skull belt. Less than a century ago, the architect witch Greth carved 13 skull-shaped rooms out of an asteroid belt, all connected by ivory walk bridges. The rumors say these chambers turn a witch's words into energy and allow them to communicate with extra-dimensional beings. Titan quarry. Titans are said to be able to mine a planet the size of Earth in less than 50 years. Their kind is unable to hurt a soul, so they only mine asteroids or planets that are unable to sustain life. No one knows what they use the mined materials for. They're happy to share their ore if you ask them with respect. The 100-column worship. Inside the Warhorse Nebula, there's a passage to a non-Euclidean canyon filled with 100 obsidian towers. No witch knows who erected them. You climb into a tower, you can see versions of yourself looking back at you from the many windows of the rest of the towers. Or are they the ones being watched? Forgotten Factory. I think I know. A very old man that has given his entire life to the art of growing and reading flowers. He's got to know not only their names and properties, but their effects on the hearts of mortals. The guardians of the Deerfolk Witch Coven. Just like humans, male deerfolk can't become witches. Unlike humans, male deerfolk aren't blind to magic, and they give their lives to the service of their coven to protect knowledge and hunt traitors. Probably gonna do that one. Let's check our other options. The dragon. Born from the imagination of mortals, an instinct because of their greed, dragons are known for keeping treasure and grudges. This one too. Pilot from the Machina Cult. The Coven of the Machina Cult erected these steel golems according to the instructions detailed in the scriptures that Beldam Automata handed to her coven after returning home from a 70-year-long trip into a black hole. Determination, rightfulness, introspection, support, success, communication. Nicely done. Come upstairs and do a reading for me, would you? Okay, we have 3 cards now. Any ideas on what to read next? I'm going to read your desire. I want to find out what your true intentions are. You want to expose your teacher? You'll give me no quarter, huh? I'm game. Do your worst. I need to know for the sake of our relationship. Really the one she picks? Don't. You are deeply depressed. You yearn for peace of mind. You are resentful, but you don't seek vengeance. You seek acceptance. Oh. Oh. Even I didn't know that. I mean, I am well aware that I'm resentful. I've been gravely mistreated for eons. But I didn't stop to think that the cure for that resentment could be forgiveness. I don't think anyone can enjoy a happy existence being public enemy #1. It makes sense that you should look for redemption. Hey, hold on a second. I didn't say I should redeem myself. I did nothing wrong. The witches who abuse my power are the bad ones in this story. I never forced anyone to seal a contract with me. You talk like an arms dealer. I suggest you stop being judgmental. Start thinking about how to put my powers to good use so I can clean up my portfolio. We'll see. I think I'm going to draw another card. Oh, what for? You're quite a difficult character to read. I just can't tell what your deal is. In addition to your desire, I need to ask, why do you behave like this? What do you mean by this? Let the cards speak. You feel the need to make your superiority clear. I'm sorry. I know that I am your servant. Rest assured that I know my place. Just that I know so many things, and I've lived for so long. My understanding of the cosmos is so vast that I perceive you as a child. And it irritates me when you get cocky. Me? It might come off as determination or confidence to you, but your cosmovision is so flawed that I get frustrated just hearing you speak. And I don't mean specifically you. I mean anyone who hasn't lived for at least 1 billion years. Oh, arrogant. No, don't get me wrong. I feel frustrated because I don't have the tools to transmit proper knowledge to you. So as a self-defense mechanism, I always try to remind my inner locator that I transcend reality itself. Still, I'm very arrogant. I am truly sorry. I appreciate you being honest with me, though. Thank you. I'll try to turn down my mystic ego. It's alright. You do you. You went in for the kill with this reading, didn't you? That's my divination style. If we don't dig into the intense stuff, we might as well just have a normal conversation. You're absolutely right. I can see I won't get bored with you. What now? I'm the one that needs some rest after today's session. Go on and review what we studied so far and get ready for tomorrow's lesson. Fire is the last seal, and it's the most trying of the energies. Very well. Were you the leader of your coven, how would you punish someone for having summoned Abramar? Would exile suffice? Would you be able to forgive something like this? Or maybe you would think it worthy of death. Ready for more? Yes. How have you found the ceremony so far? Do you want to review any elements before continuing? I don't think so. It was pretty basic stuff. Understood. What's the matter? You're not as chipper as usual. Ah, yes. I'm sorry. Fire is usually my favorite lesson, and it marks the final step before our contract becomes effective, which I'm looking forward to. But I have a bad feeling about this. That's odd. Based on your act and all so far, I thought you enjoyed the threat of dire consequences. Oh, of course I do. That kind of adrenaline is my favorite thing in the cosmos. What is it then? Look, you're right. I better stop dwelling on silly worries and focus on our training. I'm just moody for some reason. It's not silly. What do you say we look into it with our cards after we finish today's session? That might be a good idea. That's one of the perks of being summoned by a fortune teller. Oh, so true. You're on. It will be a good challenge as the final test for this new deck. That's the Abramar I know. I need you sharp for the final lesson. Fire it is, then. This element is usually feared by most, and earned for by those with ill will. But fire is more versatile than most magic practitioners think it is. Fire represents adversity, battle, and everything that is against you. Fire is challenge, intimidation, the fuel of every battle. Fire is your wrath. Fire is conflict. Exactly. But don't just dwell on the negative aspects of that definition. Conflict also means growth. The only time fire is bad is when you're on the losing side. And even in defeat, there's a great deal of growth. We are the living example of that. Master your fire and you will conquer anything the cosmos throws at you. To tell you the truth, I'm more intimidated by water. I'm actually quite fond of fire. Ooh, maybe that's why we get along so well. Now, the final contract. This answer will affect your fate profoundly. For the fire seal, what will you sacrifice to access my magic? My immortality. Oh, wow. Are you sure about that? You'll live a maximum of another 60 years after you pay the price. Plus, you won't be able to live in space anymore. You'll have to go down to Earth and live among humans. Do you want to reconsider? No, this is my final answer. As you wish. I will etch your decision into the cosmic will and pray it doesn't break you apart when the time comes to pay the price. Brace yourself. I can't breathe. This pain, it burns. It's breaking my atoms apart. I love it. Help me. Fortuna? Wake up. Fortuna, wake up. What? What happened? Sorry, I had to wake you up. You've been asleep for a couple of days. You dropped dead after we sealed the fire contract. I thought it might be too much, so I let you rest. I feel dizzy. I had the weirdest dreams. Oh, yeah? What about? I can't remember, but it felt premonitory. I feel bad for waking you up, but you have some business to attend to. What do you mean? Look at the window. You've got a visitor. That falcon, that's a familiar from an arbiter. What's an arbiter? The Arbitrage Office is an organism composed of former witches, unaffiliated with any coven, that ensures no witch is operating outside the laws of the magical pact. They also rule over conflicts between different covens and rarely interfere with internal affairs. It was founded about 4,000 years ago, so it makes sense you don't know them. Yeah, this happened during my slumber. Why were they created? Well, both the Arbiters and the Magical Pact were created after an especially bloody witch war that ended with their coven burning 87 witches inside of a white star. Brutal! To avoid future atrocities, some witches vowed to stop using magic and focus exclusively on keeping the peace. In the beginning, it was a group of devotees who wanted to avoid tragedy, but nowadays it's mainly composed of outcasts that have to serve the arbitrage office as a lifelong punishment. Oh, things have gotten a lot bleaker since I was last put to sleep. This all happened before my time, but I'm more afraid of having witch wars than witch cops. And what do you think the Arbiter wants? Maybe they noticed I summoned you? That's impossible. My arts are untraceable. Then there's only one way to find out. Let's invite her over. Sure, I'll make myself invisible whenever you get a visit. Also, you have some energy pooled from sealing the fire contract, in case you want to expand your deck before inviting the Arbiter over. Okay, plus I still owe you a reading, right? Oh, don't worry about it. There will be time for that. Okay, but you're not off the hook. We'll look into what worries you, eventually. As if I could escape you. A city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for eons, so their forges are always alight. One of the largest known stars, the forbidden for behemoth, was once imprisoned at the core of this red hypergiant. War is meaningless. Many millennia ago, before witches cracked the cosmic code to manipulate matter, they built a factory under the crust of Venus. It was operated by iron golems, and it allowed many human covens to expand beyond the solar system. Although humanity has a long history of witch burning, they have never managed to burn a real witch. Purple Blood Seeker, the last coyote gunslinger out to hunt down the scions of the purple blood behemoth throughout the vast cosmos. She feeds on their blood and extends her life to prolong her never-ending vengeance. Heroes don't protect the people, but ideals, a symbol of resilience and sacrifice. They can only be killed by corruption. Asteroids are astral bodies with a destination. When an asteroid is born, it is written in its core where and when it will crash. They bring fire and change. Guardian ego, sabotage, adversity, alliance, rivalry, and tragedy. Dear Fortuna, my name is Thea, and I write to you from the arbitrage office. Your personal situation caught the attention of my superiors, who tasked me with reviewing your case. I would like to interview you regarding your exile and write a plea to your coven leader to revisit your case if we judge you the punishment to be excessive. Yours faithfully. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? We could have waited a few days. Thanks for having me. My name is Thea, Arbiter Badge 210. Thank you for coming, Arbiter. I really appreciate the office paying attention to my case. I've been isolated for 200 years so far. That's precisely why I'm here. The arbitrage office recently discovered your situation, and we're worried it may go awry for the community. Excessive punishments beget rancor, and 1,000-year-long exile? That's the perfect recipe to build up a lot of bad blood. And we all know what a witch can do with a surplus of bad blood. But I am here to help you. Let me know about your case, and we'll look for a way to make you feel better. Thank you. I already had a meeting with Adana, the leader of your witch clan. Adana told me you predicted the fall of your coven. She explained to me that she didn't punish you for that, though. She punished you because of how you handled it. Apparently, you plunged the coven into chaos, giving ill advice to any witch, telling them to prepare for the end times. And those actions almost destroyed the coven before its time. So she decided to exile you and deprive you of your deck so you can meditate on the range and meaning of your powers. Now, that's the official version. I'm interested in what you have to say. Do you think what you did was wrong? No, a premonition that grave should be disclosed to the community. You don't agree with your leader's judgment. That is not dangerous per se, but it's a bad ingredient to add to the pot of imprisonment. What would you have done then, if the end were nigh? You like to know, right? I shouldn't give my opinion. I have to act as neutral party, Fortuna. Next question. Do you think your punishment is fair? Absolutely not. This is way too excessive. I understand. Hardly anyone would accept this kind of sentence. How are you coping with centuries of isolation? At first it was hard, but now I think I can manage. Wow, you are strong. I'll see what I can do to improve your situation. I can leave less worried about you doing something drastic, right? Yes, I believe so. I still don't understand why Adana deprived you of your tarot deck. I mean, if you're isolated, what does she care if you have your magic or not? That's something I'm supposed to reflect on while exiled. It's a pity because I have loved to have my fortune read. Anyway, before I leave as an arbiter, I'm obliged to ask. Anything to confess? Actually, I am crafting a new deck for divination. Oh, wow. That's bold. But I don't think what you're doing is illegal. Adana took your tarot deck from you, but she doesn't have authority over your new creations. Yet. I'm sure she won't be happy to hear it, though. You don't need to report to Adana, right? I trust in the office's neutrality. Of course, unless you break the magical pact or it becomes relevant during a trial, we won't discuss sensitive information from our investigation. In any case, what I'm crafting isn't a tarot deck. It's something new. Oh, really? Can I see it? Would you like a reading? As an arbiter, it is my duty to make sure that your new product doesn't break the magical pact, so I would love a reading very much. Yes, please. It'll be my pleasure. Is there something you want to ask the deck? I want to know what's in the future regarding my career as an arbiter. Very well. I'm going to draw 2 cards for you. The first one to look for is opportunities and good omens. And the second one to warn you about possible challenges or adversities. Oh, that's scary. Would you prefer not to know? No, please, go ahead. All right, here we go. You're going to play a crucial role in future politics within the witches community. What? I shouldn't. We arbiters are a neutral party. Maybe it's something that falls into your line of duty? Maybe your splendid job as an arbiter put something misshapen back on track. Oh, that's great to hear. This is all speculation at this point. But what the cards let me see clearly is that it is specifically you who will play a crucial role in the future. Oh, the pressure. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. These are all vastly different. This feels like a lie. Go with it, though. Don't worry, everything's going to be all right. Oh, that's it? What can I say? Some people are born under a lucky star. I wouldn't call myself a lucky person, though. If I was, I wouldn't have ended up as an arbiter. Why do you say that? Aren't you happy? Well, I do enjoy my job, but I didn't willingly become an arbiter. I miss so many things from being a normal witch. Like dating and all that, you know. I'm sorry. All right, it's what I deserve. Can I ask why? Actually, you can't. An arbiter's background is classified. Oh, I see. Happy to know nothing grave will happen in the near future, anyway. Thank you. Well, what do you think of my new deck? I want to be feared. Well, I can see you're a formidable witch. Now I understand why Adana would be afraid of you. That wasn't my intention. I'm sorry. No. I'm the one that's sorry. I hope I didn't offend you during the interview. Would you let me make it up to you? What do you mean? I'll put a request to lift your ban on visitation. Whoa, can you really do that? Yes, I'm not breaking a rule or anything. I just requested a permit from the main office. It'll become effective as soon as my Arbiter's notebook gets updated with a moon stamp. Arbit Rage forms and updated in the Master's Grimoire as soon as my pen touches the paper. All I've written so far is already in the office archives. Talk about efficiency. Well, yes, there are witch covens all around the universe. We can't afford to be traveling back and forth to the Moon Temple all the time. Makes sense. And it's official. You can now receive guests. I hope that helps. This makes me happier than I can express. Really? Oh, that's good. Thank you so much. I'm just doing my job. Do you want me to let your coven know? Just let Jasmine and Dahlia know for now. I'm not ready to go public yet. It's been 200 years. I understand. I'll send a falcon to each of them. Thanks again. Well, I should be going now. Thank you for your time, and thank you for letting me experience your powers. Take care. Let me know if you face any, inconveniences. Okay? Bye. Or two. Making of a wish. This is a pretty long demo. Are we sure this is a demo? So cool. Hearing about your sex adventures is so fun. You should write a book. I'd rather keep it between us. I don't want everybody to discover I'm a sex goddess. Imagine dealing with all those slimy middle-aged guys at the office. True, true. You should calm down with the sex goddess stuff a little, or you'll end up finding trouble. More trouble, I mean. Oh, come on. It's only been a couple of scares. What's life for, if not to enjoy ourselves? You need to find someone half as good as me to understand all the good sex you've been missing out on, sis. Ugh. I gotta say, I wouldn't mind experiencing for myself what a goddess can do. No, what are you saying? You have, Alicia. Actually, we broke up. Oh, girl, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, Ava. What happened? We've been dating since high school, and I guess we just drifted apart. But you looked so good together the last time we had dinner at your apartment. And we've always been good at putting up a front. But the truth is that this last year we've been fighting too many times a week. What about? Oh, stupidest details. I have my theory about what was pissing Alicia off anyway. I tried to confront her about it, but she wouldn't admit it because that would make her a bad person or something. It was all because of all the activism, right? Oh, how did you know? Yeah, I just said it because it pisses me off a bit too, to be honest. Oh, Treat? I guess sometimes I can be a bit too passionate. It's not that. Being around someone that fundamentally good can be frustrating. I mean, you're a vegan, only consume local produce, wear repurposed clothes, volunteer at a soup kitchen. That's not much of a sacrifice. It's just about working on your habits, really. Come on. Okay, I get it, but I never asked Alicia to do all of those things. Like I said, it's not your fault, but I couldn't be happy eating Burger King and wearing leather boots next to you. Come on, I'm sure the relationship was more complicated than that. Yeah, she's dead right. She just couldn't stand this goody two-shoes. Look, the sea! Oh, it smells so good. We're here, girls. Let's offer our souls to the ocean and cleanse all the shit we picked up from the city. Can't wait to see the meteor shower. I'm gonna wish for the three of us to leave everything behind and come live here. I love you. Oh, he's so corny. Oh, we love you too. Fortuna, are you a virgin? What? Why would you ask that? Oh, you never talk about dating, and I've never known any boyfriends or girlfriends of yours. I've had sex, but I've never had a relationship. Don't try to look cool. My sister had sex once in high school, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. I don't know. I like sex, I think. But I rarely find anyone that piques my interest. Well, don't worry. You'll find someone special, eventually. And if she doesn't find anyone that's alright, too. Relationships are overrated. Maybe. Stay out of my business, you two. The next stop, I'm pulling over. I'm going to start preparing dinner. Do you feel like pizza? Yes. My body is so ready for pizza. Do it, sis. Coming right up. Wait, isn't she a vegan? There's something magic about this dough. Having a sister that owns a food truck sure is a perk. Thanks for the pizza and for the ride, Fortuna. Although I'll just have one slice. Ah, the pepperoni. Yeah, too much for me. Why don't you just pick it off? Already sweated all over the pizza. I wouldn't mind making an exception, especially with cheese, but pepperoni is a step too far. I'm so sorry, Ava. I'll go and make another one right now. No, don't worry. I brought some fruit in case you made something I should skip. I wouldn't want to impose. No, really, it's no problem. All right, seriously. I'm just happy to be here. I'm so excited I'm not even hungry. I made half without pepperoni. I'm so sorry. On the other hand, I'm starving and I love pepperoni. So you made my day. Great. Cosmic balance restored. I could have done without the arugula, though. Yuck. By the way, how long until the meteor shower? It could start any minute now. We'll definitely be watching stars fall in less than an hour. What are you girls going to be asking for? Well, we're not supposed to tell, are we? That's up to you. But I believe the stars don't care about what you say out loud. What are you going to wish for? Many things. I have a list. But I guess that my most important wish is... I want to become a better person. What do you mean you're already a good person? Don't bother sweet-talking me. I can tell. I see it reflected in you, and in people at the office, and in every guy after they ejaculate. I'm obnoxious. Well, you could work on your empathy a bit, yeah. Fortuna. Okay, we promised we would never bullshit each other, right, little asshole? I love you. I love you too. Ugh. I'll never get you two. I guess we're a pair of mean sisters, and that's all that there is to it. What do you plan to wish for, Ava? I want to save the world. Come on, you can't really be that selfless. No, really. Makes me really anxious, even with everything I do. No matter if I recycle, consume critically, go to rallies, or donate part of my income to fight poverty. The world always moves in the wrong direction. We can't fight who's ever in the driver's seat. I want the stars to help me not give up against impending doom. I'm sorry. Ava, would you like me to help you figure this stuff out with my cards? Oh, yes, please. I've been thinking about your tarot deck all day, but I was too shy to ask. You know I enjoy reading your fortune. Please, go ahead. Alright, what do you want to know? I want to know about the world's fate. That's very brave. Are you sure you want to ask the tarot about this? Yes. Even if what we find is something terrible. Yes. Okay, we'll look into the fate of the world. Also, I'd like to know what I can do to make it a better place. Understood. Focus on those questions in your mind while I shuffle the cards. The Hermit's Lantern is the lamp of truth used to guide the unknowing. He holds the Patriarch's staff to help him navigate narrow paths as he seeks enlightenment. His cloak is a form of discretion. Climate change will make human life unsustainable, and we will take refuge in massive domed cities. You're shitting me, right? I'm afraid I'm not. The temperature of the planet is going to rise uncontrollably, and by the end of the 21st century, almost every major capital of the world will have a giant protective dome. The domes will be connected by an ultra-fast transport system, capable of circumventing the Earth in a few hours. Stop, stop, just stop. You're messing with me, right? I swear to you, this is what the cards are telling me. You're usually more vague, like there will be an opportunity to develop yourself, or you will soon face a challenge. Now you're like channeling visions from another dimension or something. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Maybe it's the energy of the meteor shower, or some planets we don't know about just aligned over my deck. But I see it as clear as I can see your face. This is the fate of the world. How can you say these things with a straight face? Ugh. Can't decide whether to cry or to laugh. You still want to know what you can do about all this? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's hear the whole joke. The kind and calm figure personifies moderation, harmony, and synthesis. The water flowing between jugs is an avatar of communication. Incapable of fighting corporations and governments, you'll start a foundation to support the damned. Aw, that's beautiful. And sad. But also beautiful. You will create homes, you will feed the hungry, your foundation will give many people a second chance. Aw, you're gonna make me cry. If humanity ends up trapped inside domes, it's going to need more solidarity than ever to survive. I didn't expect the cards to be this wild and specific. I'm so sorry. No, that's alright. It's been scary, but also fun. Your prediction ever becomes real, my grandchildren would think I've lost it when I keep telling them how my friend predicted all this through tarot. Well, you're aware that you just totally screwed with Ava's head, right? I didn't mean to. Oh, come on, it hasn't been that bad. A future that distant just feels like fiction, prophecy or not. What about you? Now that you know the fate of the world, what are your plans? I'd rather burn with the rest of the land than live forever with a roof over my head. Fuck the domes. Fortuna foretold I'll have bone cancer in my 50s anyway. I doubt I'll get to see any of that. That's horrible. Why did you tell your sister that, Fortuna? We were kids, and I dared her to read as far as she could into my future. I've never read to anyone's end ever again. I felt a terrifying presence lurking behind my vision, like if I could keep on reading beyond death, then... Oh. Now I'm scared. I will never forget that feeling. And at that moment, my fortune-telling skills were enhanced some way. I've never been wrong since then. It's true. I can vouch for that. Don't tell me that. I don't want the world to go bananas. Maybe we can fight magic with magic? Look, the meteor shower has begun. Let's ask the shooting stars to fix the scary future. Since it's just the three of us on this beach, why don't we tell the stars what we want out loud? I already told you what I'm gonna wish for, so I'm okay. Okay. I'll go first. Please, stars, save the world from the fate Fortuna foretold. Give us a chance to make it right. You made my sister sound like a villain. Oh, don't say that. Stars. Please make my sister happy. Help her find whatever she's always been looking for. Hey, weren't you going to wish to become a better person? Yeah, that wouldn't suit me. I'd rather use my wish to take care of my little sister. That means you're a good person already. Oh, shut up. Don't ruin my cool moment. Come on, Fortuna. Ask them. Speak from your heart. It doesn't matter. Please, tell us. Where's your mind? What's the thing you want that's so wild only the stars could give it to you? I want you to be happy. I know there is something else. I smell it in the sea breeze. I keep seeing it in the dance of every flame. When I look at my cards, I can tell that magic is real. And everyone's always reminding me of how childish I am. I don't want to be a woman. I want to be a... Well, this is the end of the demo. Thank you so much for playing. Do you want to know what happens next? There are many witches to meet and messes to deal with. In any case, this is as far as you can play today. You can quit playing here, but I'm going to give you some extra energy in case you want to fool around a bit more with the card editor. And again, thank you for your time. And hey, you'd be doing me a solid if you added the game to your wish list. Just saying. Alright, we're done here. That was a really long demo. I thought it was going to be like 15, 20 minutes. No, it's been 2 hours. I am starving. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will be back soon with something, I promise.